The setup in October 1962, the Cold War reached its terrifying apex. Following the United States' failed Bay of Pigs invasion and the deployment of American nuclear missiles in Italy and Turkey, Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev decided to secretly install nuclear missiles in Cuba. His goal was twofold: to deter a future U.S. invasion of the island and to correct the strategic nuclear imbalance. On October 14, a U.S. U-2 spy plane captured photographic proof of these Soviet missile sites, initiating a 13-day confrontation widely considered the closest the world has ever come to full-scale nuclear war. The quarantine and escalation President John F. Kennedy convened a secret executive committee, EXCOM, to debate a response. While military advisors pushed for an airstrike and invasion, Kennedy chose a naval quarantine to block further weapons shipments, avoiding the legal implications of a formal blockade. On October 22, Kennedy addressed the nation, placing U.S. military forces on DEFCON 3 and warning that any missile launched from Cuba would trigger a full retaliatory response against the Soviet Union. Tensions spiked as U.S. forces moved to DEFCON 2, the only confirmed time in history for this alert level, with B-52 bombers on continuous airborne alert. The most dangerous moment the crisis nearly broke on October 27, known as Black Saturday. An American U-2 pilot, Major Rudolph Anderson, was shot down and killed over Cuba by a Soviet surface-to-air missile. Simultaneously, in the Caribbean, U.S. Navy destroyers dropped depth charges on a Soviet submarine, the B-59. Unbeknownst to the Americans, the submarine was armed with a nuclear torpedo. The captain, believing war had started, ordered a launch. However, a catastrophe was averted only because flotilla commander Vasily Arkhipov refused to give consent, blocking the unanimous vote required to fire the nuclear weapon. Resolution and legacy. While the world watched, a secret diplomatic solution was struck. Publicly, Khrushchev agreed to dismantle the Cuban missiles in exchange for a U.S. pledge not to invade Cuba. Privately, Kennedy agreed to a secret deal known to only 9 U.S. officials: the removal of American Jupiter missiles from Turkey. The crisis concluded on October 28, leaving a legacy that included the establishment of a direct hotline between Moscow and Washington to prevent future miscommunications.